Let's go ahead and start standing, and I'll invite you to close your eyes in a second. But you wanted to start if you want to have your feet about hips width apart. So you don't have to be straight-legged or anything. But as you're standing, if you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can do this with your eyes open as well. But if you're comfortable closing your eyes, and that won't cause you to tip over, I invite you just to close your eyes, and just like we normally do on these calls in our meditation, we're just going to try to slow down a little bit. And I would invite you to start by bringing your awareness to the bottom of your feet. And as I do that, I notice all sorts of small movements my feet are doing in the background. I'm just kind of moving a little bit. My feet are kind of helping me stay upright. And if you want to try to bring your attention to your toes, if you can even notice going one toe from the next, where your big toe touches the floor, and bringing your awareness to your next toe, and just seeing if you can notice all the little touch points of your toes on the floor or on your shoes. And then maybe rocking your weight a little bit back so it brings awareness to your heels and you feel where your heels are intersecting with the floor. And if you're seated, you can continue to do this with your feet on the ground. You don't have to be standing for this. And maybe taking a moment and pushing the weight of your body to your left foot. So your right foot is just barely touching the ground, but noticing all the sensations as more weight goes on your left foot. And just noticing all the different sensations in your left foot. And while keeping your weight on your left foot, moving your awareness over to your right foot and see what it feels like to have minimal weight there. Maybe there's only part of your right foot that's touching the ground right now or that feels pressure. And then slowly shifting your weight over to your right foot and just noticing the sensations that emerge in your right foot now as more pressure is exerted there. Maybe noticing even the sensations in your right calf or your right top of your leg or the right side of your body with that simple shift. And keeping your weight on your right foot, just noticing what it feels like in your left foot as it has less pressure there, as there's less weight on it. And then bringing back so that your weight is equally distributed across each of your feet. And just taking a mindful breath here, deep into your belly, up your center channel, up into your chest, and then releasing that breath. Let's just do that one more time at your own pace, breathing in and releasing the breath. And we're going to try as much as you're able in your space. I'll try to go to the edge of my frame here. I'm just going to orient, in my small office here, I've got maybe 5 feet in front of me. You don't need a lot of room. And I'm going to keep my eyes open here because my balance is not the best and I don't want to knock into furniture here. But the essence for me of mindful movement is slowing down and just trying to be aware of what sensations I'm feeling physically to start. And so I would invite you, as much room as you have, I'll narrate because you can't see my feet, but I'm just slowly lifting up my left foot and I'm placing it slowly, really exaggerated slowly. I got all my weight on my heel and I'm slowly rounding it down so I have weight up to the palm of my foot and then pushing it there so I've got the weight on my toes now. And I'm bringing awareness to my right foot. My heel is up right now, and so I'm noticing in my right foot just what it feels like to have my toes engaged with the earth. And again, as slow as you're able to comfortably, since I have a little bit of balance here, I'm lifting up my right foot. And I'm just paying attention to what it feels like to have all of my weight on my left foot. And then as I put my right foot down, trying to just be aware as my foot slowly rolls, what it feels like as that sensation changes in my foot. And you can just move at your own pace. But I like to think of this as, can I pay as much attention specifically to my feet as possible? Can I just really notice the changes of touch points as I move my right foot forward, as I move my left foot forward? And again, I don't have a ton of space here. I want to kind of stay on frame here. But sometimes I use, if I had more space, 20 feet to walk, it's great. Dealing with the 4 feet right here. As I turn around, I'm just going to recenter. Just standing still, I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to exhale. And I'm just going to bring my awareness, my attention to what it feels like to stand still right now. I can expand my awareness to take in the sounds around me. If you want, you can even bring your awareness to smells, to tastes. There's no right or wrong here. My intention for myself and for you is just to slow down, to pay attention to something that, if you're like me, I wander around, walking around, very rarely paying attention to where I'm actually at. Sometimes I arrive in my kitchen and I don't even remember going there. And so we're trying to combat that a little bit, trying to slow down, bring our awareness and attention to walking and letting that completely consume our attention. And so again, I just invite you to move at your own pace. I'm just going to slowly walk here. And just moving my feet slowly enough to try to notice every touch point shifting. And as I get to the end of my very short walkway here, I'm just going to turn around and I'll just use this as an opportunity to recenter, pay attention to my breath. And again, just invite myself to be present. If my mind has wandered, that's okay. If I'm judging myself, wondering if I'm doing this right, that's okay. I'll just consciously let go of that judgment. If I'm feeling bored, letting that be okay. It is boring. It's just allowing our minds to be comfortable, slowing down. And I'll narrate a little bit less, but I'm just going to go 2 links there and back, and I'll just do so in silence. You can do so as well, just trying to be as attentive as possible to each step. We've got just a few more minutes left here. We'll do one more, whatever it is, a lengthen back for you. But I'd invite you to maybe play with either speed, maybe try walking a little bit faster and seeing what that does, or maybe even going dramatically slower and seeing what that's like to really exaggerate each step. So I'll try going just a little bit faster just to notice the difference in sensations when I do that. And then for my return trip, I'm going to try going even twice as slow as I was doing before. We've got about a minute left. I'd invite you to come back to your seat, and we'll take a breath once we get there just to recenter. I think these transition points are always a good chance for me to recenter. So I'm going to take my seat here, adjust my camera, and you don't have to close your eyes. It helps me. I'm just going to close my eyes for a moment and just check in with my body. And I'd invite you to take 3 deep breaths into your belly, 3 deep exhales, and if you want extra credit, to sigh or maybe even move as you exhale just to release any tension before we rejoin the call together. So at your own pace, 3 deep breaths in and out. And when you want to, you can open your eyes